Hello guys, this is ChicagoMidwestStormChasers here, and we are going to do a update on the severe weather that's ongoing across southern Illinois and parts of the deep south also. Lots of things going on. I'm trying to figure out my stream right now to make sure that it's up and running correctly. Let's see here. Okay, it is up. Okay, good. Okay, well, there is a lot of severe weather that's happening across Alabama and Mississippi. Multiple tornado warnings up. There has already been a tornado that's been confirmed on the south side of Birmingham, Alabama. So lots of things to come up to date. And then we have that tornado watch is going to be put out pretty soon for parts of southern Illinois. Um, right now, we are currently looking at southern Illinois right now. And we do have some rain potential, some showers right now coming into the Illinois area. Okay, I got this one cell that's just across parts of extreme southeast Missouri, and that storm will eventually cross into parts of southern Illinois. Um, don't know if we're gonna get any activity based off of that, but I know there's going to be a general area like this that's going to have some severe storms going in between 6 and 9 p.m. tonight across southern Illinois. Um, like I said, that is something we need to watch out for, which is the instability that's going to be building up. Let's go ahead and take a look at the dynamics right now, currently in the area. So we're going to go ahead and open up a couple sites here. Visible satellite, and we're also going to look at the dynamics on SPC. So right now, not a lot of cape right now. These could be elevated storms that move in most likely, but we're waiting for anything to ride that warm front basically that goes across southern Illinois. So it's gonna be anything that rides that warm front that could have the possibility of producing tornadoes or maybe a couple supercells. Um, your winds are backed right there along the warm front. So we have southeasterly winds and south-southeast winds. The shear is pretty decent right there along the warm front. We have about 50 to 65 knots of shear, and then we also have 75 to 85 knots just south of the warm front. So a lot of shear is a very highly sheared environment. So if one storm gets going off a little bit of cape, that storm's going to go for a little while. The helicity effective, waiting for it to update. It's about 150 to 200 in the area generally. There's a lot more across Alabama with those tornadic supercells, but we don't have a lot up here, but we have enough needed to get, some good rotation going with these storms. Right there, you can definitely see where the surface low is. Currently over here in Missouri, you got the winds backing like that right around the warm front. So southeasterly, easterly winds, south-southeast winds. Waiting for that low pressure system to push more northeast, so we can bring in that warm front a little bit more north and get some storms going right here across the southern tip of Illinois. I think that mesoscale discussion is still out currently. Okay, so they did issue a tornado watch already for southern tip of Illinois. I just never got the notification for it. So tornadoes high, EF2 tornadoes, moderate, severe wind high, moderate 65 knots plus winds, severe hail moderate, 2+ inch hail moderate. I don't know why you guys can't see this. Oh, there we go. But yeah, that's the tornado watch that was just issued for parts of the southern tip of Illinois, extreme southeast part of Illinois. So that's as north as that warm front's gonna go. So we gotta watch out for that isolated storms that kind of pop up out of here and go right here across parts of southeast extreme Illinois, southwest extreme southern parts of Indiana, and western central parts of Kentucky, and central and northwest parts of Tennessee. A few tornadoes and a couple intense tornadoes likely, scattered damaging winds and isolated significant gusts to 75 miles per hour likely, scattered large hail likely, with a isolated very large hail events to 2 inches in diameter possible. Okay, I'll go here and open up Paducah. There we go. That's the most updated SPC update. So parts of southern southeast extreme tip of Illinois where it borders Kentucky and Indiana, that's a 10% hatch tornado risk. Most of southeast extreme Illinois is in the 5%. Also southern Indiana is in the 5%. We even have 2% in central Indiana all the way up into the Ohio Valley and parts of Ohio. Your more hatched area, which is 30 and 15%, which is the high and moderate risk, is parts of central Tennessee to parts of central and eastern Mississippi and north and central and northwest Alabama. Here's your visible satellite. Let's go ahead and pull this in more right there. So there's your visible satellite. When we put this in motion, you definitely see the swirl in the low pressure system right there, and a lot of energy flowing through with the jet stream right there in the deep south, and you got some moisture pool right there. You got this, you got the crossover winds, but west central Alabama, I think your winds are, I mean, west central Mississippi, northwest Mississippi, your winds are out of the south-southwest, so it's not really ideal for tornadic storms. It's wherever those winds are backed out of the southeast. So let's go ahead and pull a closer look here. Definitely see those tops on those thunderstorms. You got clearing back here in extreme northeast Mississippi where other storms can grow. So there's a lot of clearing right there. These were the previous early storms initiation. I was thinking that there wasn't going to be more initiation. I think that it was just going to be these early storms kind of did the roll for today, and then now it's going to be Illinois' turn, central Tennessee and parts of Kentucky, and then also into like southern Indiana and Ohio. We'll see what happens with that. Go ahead and go to product overlay, and we're going to scroll down here. Station plots and streamlines. There we go. So yes, you see that we'll put this in, we'll stop this in motion. We got southeasterly winds here across extreme northeast Mississippi, and then we got some southeasterly winds across northwest and northern Alabama. You have more backed winds across central and southern Tennessee, where we could see better tornado potential developing going into this late afternoon into the evening, even overnight hours. Let's go ahead and click here. Here's your low pressure system, extreme southeast Missouri right there near Sikeston, Missouri. We want that low pressure system to actually push more north. I really want to go right here so that warm front can push more north. Like I said, any storms that develop next to that triple point are tornado producers going into the evening and overnight hours. So the current time is 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So we'll give it another hour or two. See what those showers do right there as they go into parts of southeast extreme Illinois. There's some clearing across western and central Kentucky and western and central Tennessee. So we'll see what happens with those storms that develop and go into the area. Like I said, that warm front is not really pushing much north right here. It's right there, right in the border between Indiana, and this could not be fully updated right now. We'll wait for the next update to see if it's actually more north. Just by checking the surface observations, I would say the warm front is right there where they're saying southern tip, like near Carbondale and stuff, since low pressure system's right there. So if that doesn't push more north, I think it's going to push more north, and the storm that's right in that warm front is going to push right here along Carbondale into Evansville and southern Indiana. So we could get one or two supercells right there arcing. We'll see what happens. Like I said, pull up radar scope. That's where the low pressure system is. You got some showers right there. We'll see what happens. Like I said, the main area of interest is going to be right here. I feel like then it's going to be these showers right here that kind of like push east-northeast like this. So we'll watch out for this area for any tornadic supercells that do develop between 6 and 8 p.m. But it looks like it might be happening earlier since we got these showers. They could move slow, so I would say between 5 and 9 p.m. Will be the prime time across this area. So we'll have to see there. So I'm going to go ahead and go back down here and check out these storms across the deep south. Um, There we got a couple tornado warnings going on. Just about the area that was just hit, which was Birmingham, Southside Birmingham. Now we have tornadic supercells are going to go over the same area where a tornado was just hit, the south suburbs metro area in Birmingham. So very dangerous day here. And these are tornadic supercells. We got 1 and 2. Go ahead and check these velocity scans here. We got a very tight couplet on this storm near Forkland, Alabama, and it's moving east-northeast. We're going to go ahead and check this tornado warning. Storm's moving east-north. Where is it? A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Tishabi, or 10 miles northwest of, I don't know, pronounce that town, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. So it's a fairly fast storm moving off to the northeast, and it could even pick up more speed and reach at 60 mile per hour off to the northeast. So we'll see how that storm gets going, but a very, very tight couplet rotation. We'll go ahead and put this storm in motion so you guys can take a look at it. It's pretty, it's not close enough to the radar, I feel like, so it's not really picking up the very detailed velocity scan here, but you can definitely see that couplet coming together right there. So definitely well-defined couplet of rotation, and it's taking a similar path as the first storm that produced a significant tornado. So if this continues to keep going, it will go like this. So we'll have to really watch the potential for this tornado to go over the same track as the last supercell that tracked over 90 miles. Literally 90 miles this storm was on the ground. I mean, not the tornado was on the ground for 90 miles, but the supercell was long tracked for 90 miles. I think the tornado is jumping around in there. There is not a confirmed mileage on how long the tornado was on the ground for. I think it touched down for a little while, lifted, touchdown again, touchdown in Birmingham, and then touchdown in northeast parts of Alabama. So no confirmation there of how long the tornado is actually on the ground. They'll go over with damage surveys on the next day. Let's go ahead and jump up to that supercell that's across northeast Alabama. Where is the nearest radar? Well, that's now in northwest Georgia. Very nice couplet there of rotation. We're going to go ahead and put this in motion. Look at this couplet rotation here. Wow. Has to be a tornado on the ground with that couplet rotation. Look at that couplet rotation. Let's go ahead and click on the tornado warning. Pretty sure it's going to say tornado on the ground. Oh, it clicked on the wrong warning. There we go. Where is it? Confirmed tornado. It has to be on here somewhere. Or maybe no one's confirmed it yet. I mean, look at this tight couplet. It has to be at least a rotating wall cloud or a funnel cloud. Look, it kind of split up right there. Like there was 2 different vortices on radar. But I'm pretty sure this had a tornado on the ground at one point across northeast Alabama going into northwest Georgia. I mean, just taking a look at this couplet rotation, it's insane. And these are very fast moving storms. So this storm probably tracked over, let's say, between that town and this town. Let's see how much miles that is. That's 29 miles apart between Cave Spring and Kingston. That's 29 miles. So imagine where that arrow is to there. That's at least 60 to 60 miles plus. And that storm is racing off to the northeast. Looks like the coupler rotations being disrupted. Lots of rain around the actual main circulation, so that could be cool air killing off the rotation, to be honest. But I would be surprised it spins back up. It's an embedded supercell. I'm pretty sure it is. Yep, there's the embedded supercell within like this main huge rain blob. If there was any tornado on the ground, it's probably definitely rain wrapped for sure. And we even got tornado warnings going up in parts of the Carolinas over here, South Carolina. Look at that outflow boundary being pushed off from the storm. I'm surprised that the storm's still getting some inflow in, because this line right here would be the outflow being pushed off like a shelf cloud. And usually when you get these type of these, I don't know if this is a radar glitch or if this is possible outflow from the storm, but usually that kind of kills the rotation within the supercell, because the cool air underneath that is killing the storm. So we'll see if the it's actually on the other side, that it's actually getting rotation or some inflow, because usually this is the outflow being pushed off from the storm, where it creates its own cool air, so it kind of kills the supercell. But it looks like it's right there, right in it. So I mean, it could be getting some inflow right there, but this is like pushed out ahead of the actual supercell, so this could be cooler, kind of killing that storm. Looks to be more of a hell producer. And some really strong winds. Let's kind of put this in motion and see how the couplet looked like before. It's basically outflow dominant. Probably had it probably triggered a tornado warning because it had like tight circulations there, but this looks to be outflow dominant. So like this, all the way like this, outflow dominant. The winds are kind of being pushed off, going like this. Probably a nice little shelf cloud action on the south side of the storm and ahead of it. Let's jump back up to this severe storm going into parts of Nashville, Tennessee. Huh. Looks like an upside down supercell. Or a very disorganized one, that's for sure. This storm came up straight from the south, kind of split from the rain blob itself, and then kind of almost went supercell with a little bit of rotation. But probably mostly a rain producer and hail producer with some gusty winds. So that's going to be moving into the downtown Nashville area here in a second. Go ahead and we can read this severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, let me click on it. It's not letting me click on it. Okay. This storm here is starting to pick up lightning now, going into parts of southern Illinois. It just crossed the border from Missouri, and this is at Triple Point. This storm is picking up in intensity actually. So this storm is actually developing off that rain blob that kind of started out here. You can see it moving in motion like this, and that's moving now like this. And you can see it's starting to pick up intensity. I think that cell might break off from the actual storm itself, and that's over Cape right now on the border. I think that's Cape in Missouri. Sykeston, Missouri is right there, so it's crossing now into the border of Illinois, and that's not really far away from Carbondale either. So that storm's moving north-northeast, and it could make a right turn if it splits off. It actually goes develops very nicely. So let's go ahead and check the visible satellite here, see if we're picking up any echo tops on that storm. So that storm's right there. You see there's a little bit of blimps or pokes through the clouds right there. It looks like it's trying to grow right there. And there's some clearing right there on the backside too, and a little bit of clearing ahead of it. So it might be some sunlight trying to get in there, hopefully, and then that storm will be able to grow more and not struggle. But there is a lot of backing in the wind, so I mean it won't take long if the storm gets organized for it to go tornadic or severe. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this radar update here for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back now. Sorry about that. Alright, so that storm is starting to get more of its act together. It was trying to, and there's a little bit more other showers and activity just south of it, which is on the border of northern Arkansas, extreme northeast Arkansas, southeast extreme Missouri, and then Illinois. So we got to watch out for this blob of rain. This will increase in coverage as it moves northeast, northeast, or north northeast, or whatever direction it's going to go at this point. Very nice cumulus here, filled. That's ahead of it. It's kind of flowing in from the southeast or south southeast. So it's a lot of moisture being pulled in right there. Still waiting for storm development right now. We're still watching this one, so it's kind of sitting here on the edge of this rain blob here. It was trying to get its act together. I had a couple lightning strikes with it. A couple pluses showing up on the radar scope, which is lightning detector. Put that in motion. You can see that that lightning here. And there was some lightning right here about around Cape. So watching this cell slowly moving off to the north northeast. It's still now south of Carbondale by probably like 8 miles or so. That's the active map right now. We got tornado warnings and that one tornado warning, that one storm, which is southwest of Birmingham, which is west central Alabama. We got this one that I was just talking about, which was northwest of Atlanta, northwest Georgia, and we got this one in South Carolina. And then we got this severe storm here that's going over Nashville, Tennessee, which is going to drift its way off into southern Kentucky. And then we got this band here of storms that kind of go like this. We got to watch out for these storms that are grow. They're in clear skies right now, but there is more of a south-southwest wind here across northwest Mississippi. But the winds are more backed right here out of the south-southeast or southeasterly surface winds right here across central Tennessee. So that can help increase the tornado potential right there if these cells kind of get going here in a second. Let's go ahead and check out these cells actually right now. Not really getting the best radar here. Okay, that one's gonna have to do. So these storms are still trying to get their acts together. One could go become dominant within this line and be a supercell producer or tornadic producer. We'll see. But this is the line we need to watch out for. These storms are kind of moving off to the northeast, northeast, or northeast. So I think there is some decent instability in here where these storms are still running in. There's some clear skies, that's for sure, across central and western Tennessee. Might need to back out of here. Okay, so here's Tennessee, west central Tennessee, and there's that line right there. You kind of see these storms are starting to bloom up a little bit with some echo tops. Very nice clear skies right here, so I wouldn't be surprised we see some supercells developing here in a second across west central Tennessee. The winds are backed out of the south-southeasterly, and we have stronger surface winds near the low pressure at triple point. And we got south-southeasterly winds, or southeasterly winds across central Tennessee. Okay, nothing there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. There's about 1,000 to 1,500 surface-based cape, and then the stronger capes across parts of northern and central Mississippi. We'll see if we get stuff to develop down there, but you can definitely tell that there's a south-southwest wind here, and the winds are not backed where they are supposed to in Mississippi. And I knew this was going to happen. The winds are more backed right now ahead of what that one developing band of storms are all going into Alabama, and that's on that one storm that's tornado warned right now in west central Alabama. So we're going to jump back to that one. Another severe thunderstorm warning just popped up in southeast Missouri. I mean, not Missouri, Mississippi. There's that tornadic supercell here, taking a similar path as the other one that had that violent tornado on it. Very, very tight couplet here, guys. Very tight couplet. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a tornado on the ground with this storm. Still very tight couplet moving off to the northeast. Put this guy in motion. I would really want to be there right there. That town, Greensboro, is really lucky right now. That rotation, if there was a tornado on the ground, it's just now passing just north of town by like a couple miles. They're probably still experiencing some strong winds, but at least they're not experiencing a tornado, so it just missed north of town if there was a tornado on the ground. Very, very tight couplet rotation now racing off to the northeast. Let's see the other towns are going to be affected by this. I'm pretty sure it's taking a similar path. And look at this. Wow. It's way, way far south of Birmingham. Thank God. So if it does continue to keep going, it will run into these towns that are ahead. Let's see if there's any major. It would run into the radar. The radar site's right here in the path of this. So if this storm becomes long tracked as a supercell and still keeps a tight couplet rotation, it will eventually run into the radar site here in Alabama. That is not good. Let's go back up here to Illinois and check out what's going on up here. Still watching this radar. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this radar in just like this, just in the meantime. And let's see here. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this up here for a meantime, and I'll be right back. And we'll see and watch these storms as they develop. Okay, so there is actually a tornado in progress on that storm just north of Greensboro. Pictures from Max Olson posted on his Facebook page of the photo. Massive wedge tornado actually on the ground in progress now. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the velocity scan on this storm. So Greensboro did miss a bullet. That tornado is still in progress now, moving northeast of town. Did cross the highway here. So it's still off. It's moving now off to the northeast. Very strong tornado on the ground. I'm going to show you guys a picture of what's. Hold on one second. So here's the picture of the tornado that was on the ground, taken by Max Olson. He's a storm chaser. It's down there currently chasing the storm, and that is the tornado that's now on that storm that's on the ground. So that storm's now racing off to the northeast. Um, that's the coupler rotation, and Greensboro did miss a bullet when that storm was now moving off to the northeast. That's the tornado that's on the ground with that storm associated with. Very dangerous situation. You do not want to be in the path of this storm. And this storm's going to continue to keep racing off to the northeast. Really hope there is no towns in it or anyone's homes. Very strong tornado on the ground. That storm will continue to keep racing off to the northeast also. And they extended that warning all the way out, and that couplet just keeps getting tighter and tighter and tighter. We'll go ahead and keep watching this storm as it races off to the northeast now. That storm is still racing off to the northeast. I'm just playing around, trying to get my Jira level 3 up here for a more detailed radar here in a second. I'm going to show you guys. Okay, let's add this. I got my Jira level 3 radar up now, so you guys can take a look. There's the CC drop of the tornado, so tornado's still on the ground here. There's the CC drop right there. I mean, that blue dot right there is the tornado that's on the ground. So Greensboro just literally just missed a bullet, and the tornado still progresses off to the northeast. Storm's moving. Tornado emergency all the way up to Wilton, Alabama. Yeah, that tornado is still picking up debris. Looks like it's moving more right. It just took like a right turn. Look, it was moving northeast. Now it just took a hard right. That debris ball, or debris signature, just took a hard right. Wow. The echo tops on the storm show 50,000 feet tops on the storm. That's insane. Very healthy supercell. Very, very healthy supercell here. I mean, look at that couplet rotation. I mean, that's the tornado that the storm went. The tornado that's on the ground. That's that tornadic storm right there. That's the radar showing it. So that thing is racing. That's that purple outline and black line is a tornado emergency now, moving northeast across southwest and western central Alabama. So tornado emergency now. And that tornado looks to hit Centuryville. So Centuryville, Alabama, if this tornado is still on the ground by the time it reaches there, please get into your safe zone. Wow. I really hope it doesn't hit town, but this thing is running right there. But it looks like it was making a hard right turn here, so it might miss just the south side of town. I really hope so. This thing's getting really, really, really close. Very, very close. Let's look at the CC drop here. Wow. Donut hole there on the CC drop. Still damaging tornado in progress. Wow. Really wish I was there seeing this. But that's the tornado right there, guys. Damaging tornado. And like I said, this picture is by Max. This photo is not mine. This photo was taken by Max Olson, so you guys can follow him on Facebook. I'm pretty sure he has a photography page. His photo, this is his name right here. Max Olson. Right here. So this was taken about, I would say about 16 to 25 minutes ago now. But that's his photo. I'm just trying to show you guys what's actually going on. But we're going to go ahead and get off that now. We're going to go ahead and look at the visible satellite here. You can see those storms are across central western Tennessee are now starting to blossom more on radar. You got more clear skies ahead of that, kind of just evaporated. So those storms might get going now. Let's go ahead and check that storm's down in Alabama right now. You can definitely see the echo tops on that storm. It's right there. 50,000 tops. Looks like the Cape hasn't moved up more, and that warm front's still running extreme southeast Illinois. So I think the storms that ride the warm front would be the tornadic producers or the supercell producers. Alright, so let's go ahead and make this the oh, let's see here. I really hope this town does not get hit here. Where is my OBS? Okay. Let's widen this screen up for a second so you guys can take a look at this. Very dangerous supercell here. Tornado still in progress. Wow. Okay, there we go. There, we fixed it. But yeah, that is a very well defined debris signature. This storm is really moving right now. Very dangerous tornado in progress. And if it keeps going, it looks like to hit this town head on. It really looks like to hit this town head on. Wow, I really hope they're in their safes in the basement. If you know any family or anyone that's in this town, Centuryville, Alabama, and Brent, Alabama, you guys need to get in your safe shelters immediately. This storm is racing off to the east northeast, and it's only about, I would say, 15 miles away from town. Just wow. Look at this tornado, dude. This storm is just racing. Yep, they kind of cut that northern extent of that tornado emergency, so it looks like it's taking a right turn, or it went a little bit more right, but still moving northeast. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That is one dangerous supercell. That tornado seems to be getting really, really close to that town. Let's go ahead and stop this motion. Oh wow, this tornado's gonna go right through town. Oh my god. Is there any live streams up right now? Okay, so that's the current stream going on. Let's see if we can get a. Okay, so that's the tornado right there, and this is John right now from Severe Studios, and he's streaming. He's on that actual storm right now, but there's no visual. I'm pretty sure he's within the ring. The storm is cutting it pretty close. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of damage if it does hit town. Oh my god, the tornado is literally on the south side of Brent. Latest update. Holy cow. Oh wow. Did the town just miss a bullet? Still a very well defined debris signature just on the south side of Brent. I gotta restart 003, wasn't. Working well. Tornado's still passing on the south side of Brent. Waiting for John here to get a visual. Looks like he's getting a little bit of clearing. He might be able to get a visual of the tornado here in a second. He just swapped his camera over to the right. Yep, there's the tornado. John should be getting a visual of this tornado here in a second, guys. The couplet's still getting tighter and tighter now. There, he just switched to his roof cam, I think, so he's looking back. Oh wow, damage. Oh, these guys are going mudding now. They're going around. Tornado emergency now continues. Here, I'm just gonna do this instead. John is still on the storm currently. They just extended that tornado emergency now. That's the tornado right there. That's the tight couplet right there on the right side. That's the tight couplet. John's up here. He's taking that highway north, I'm guessing, and he's gonna go east here of town. That tornado should be to his south. So he's trying to get a south visual, but there's a lot of trees in the area. Um, Looks like the couplet rotation's moving either east northeast or directly east now. Um, they extended that tornado emergency out way far east, and now there's a mesoscale discussion for that storm. Um, yep, John's right there, and he's currently moving east. And you guys can go ahead and watch this stream also on severestudios.com and click on live streams, and you guys can go to his name too. Um, but yeah, if you guys know anyone across southern or central Alabama, just let them know that there's a lot of severe weather going on right now, and to be alert of any tornadic supercells moving into their area. Wow, this couplet is just insane. He's punching through the precip right now on the north side of the supercell. He's gonna have to jump east here to get a visual of this tornado. Once he jumps east, I think he's in a wow, it's gonna run into town here again. Hope it doesn't hit this town. Calera, Alabama. Okay, guys. Let me 1 second. Let me just take a break here. And get off this for a second, and I'll take you guys right back to the Alabama tornado coverage. I just need to give a little brief coverage of Illinois for a second. Where's the panel here? Okay, so that's the supercell right now. Moving south of the radar site. Very strong couplet. We're gonna go back over here for a second. Up here across Illinois. And you can see that red outline area. That is the tornado watch. So there is some storms trying to fire across southern central Illinois. I mean southern southeast extreme Illinois. Um, but there's not a lot of instability there, so they got to be right in the warm front or just south of the warm front. There are some storms right now across northwest extreme Mississippi going into southwest west central and central Tennessee. Those storms would be in the best environment to be going tornadic. Like this cell right here is severe warned. Um, he has echo tops of 35 to 40,000 feet already. Some rotation trying to develop. It's really broad. That could be a supercell that goes into very clear skies over here, into parts of southwest. I keep doing that. So parts in the southwest Tennessee. So that storm will move northeast. So these are like two areas of banding right here. This area and this area. Those can have a broken line of supercells. But we'll see. Clear skies right now. Those storms are still developing. So let's get back to the Alabama tornado. It's too close to the radar site to even tell what's going on right now. John should be getting a visual of the tornado here if there is one still on the ground. It's very close to the radar site. I'm pretty sure he's looking south. There's John right there on the highway. He's going to be going. John should be getting a visual of the tornado here if there is one still on the ground. It's very close. John's literally right about there. He's moving north on the highway, kind of going northeast, and this rotation is moving east northeast now currently. So he should be getting a visual of this if there is a tornado still on the ground here very, very shortly, guys. Guys, also, if you're watching the stream, please go ahead and go subscribe to Chicago and Midwest Storm Chasers on YouTube. If you like the stream so far, I stream through multiple platforms, which is Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So my Twitter is at ChicagoMWeather, and my Facebook is Chicago and Midwest Storm Chasers. His stream just currently froze. Oh, there we are back. Very tight couplet again. Just south of John right now of the stream. He's pointing south. That's his camera on top of his vehicle. Oh, there's a tornado in there. Looks like that rotation is starting to weaken a little bit. It could recycle though. They extended the tornado emergency, and I'm pretty sure there's still a tornado on the ground, but I'm pretty sure the storm's gonna recycle at some point. It's completely wrapped in rain if that rotation's still going. You can see the tornado still on the ground right there. That's the tornado right there. You got the left and right edge right there. That's the tornado on the ground. Very clear sign of a tornado right here, guys. Very clear sign of a tornado. South of John right now. He's pointing south right now. There is the clear sign of the tornado. Left and right edge. Left and right edge right there. That's the clear sign of the tornado. And that's the couplet rotation just to the south of him on radar. So that really lines up with what's going on. That's the left and right edge of the tornado currently right now, guys. Left and right edge. He just switched to his dash cam video currently. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get another visual of the tornado here pretty soon, guys. He's still tracking east-northeast. He needs to find a east route option so he can get a better visual of the tornado. But you just saw the tornado on stream, which was on his stream. John is still tracking east-northeast on that highway. A whole bunch of other chasers are behind him. Very dangerous situation, guys. Very dangerous situation. You don't want to get trapped on one of these roads with a tornado barreling down on you. North Carolina right now, I'm pretty sure you guys have storms over there right now, but this is currently showing Alabama. Tornadoes in North Carolina, I'm not sure. I would have to look at the radar here in a second. I know there's some severe weather across northern South Carolina right now. You might see stuff across western North Carolina tonight into the evening and overnight hours. That's for sure. Severe storms, but tornadic storms, it's a possibility in western extreme North Carolina, but northern and northwest South Carolina, you guys had some tornado warnings up earlier. Looks like that couplet rotation is a little bit weakened, but there is still a tornado on the ground. Don't let that fool you guys. Might be a tornado still on the ground in there. Hold on, there's a lot of light showing across the his live cam right now. The lighting and the darker skies kind of make it hard to see right now in his live stream. If there is a tornado right now, John is right there, and the rotation is right there behind him. So he has the back view camera right now looking south. I mean, looking west right now behind him. If there is a tornado on the ground still, it's directly behind him. The lighting's making it very difficult for it to see. Go ahead, guys. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more updated videos. Also, all my other social media links I will post below. But this is going to be the evening live coverage of this severe weather outbreak across the deep south and then across mostly southern tip of Illinois. So we're focused right now on John. John is now, what is this town called? Wilsonville. He's about southwest of Wilsonville with this tornadic supercell. Still a tornado on the ground, maybe, but the couplet rotation lost some steam. It was more tight south, but it kind of weakened a little bit. It could recycle. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the storms to the south of it that's kind of killing its rotation. There's a little bit of rain and stuff trying to, more of a cycle that's kind of happening right now. So the storm's in a cycle. It's done it already twice, so just give it time. This storm is not done yet, guys. John is dropping south on the highway here, trying to get a visual of the tornado because it looks like this storm is kind of on a down, weakening trend. So he looks like he's gonna try to intercept and get a. Yep, there goes the couplet rotation. So I think this tornado is lifted at this point. Not really showing any signs of a tight couplet. There could still be a tornado on the ground. John sought to confirm that right now. But yeah, I think this storm's done at the moment. It could recycle, but at this time, I think the recyclement's gonna happen. If it does, it has to get clear of this rain to its south. Echo tops on the storm still fairly close to the radar. Can't really see. It shows maybe probably 40,000 feet. Um, Still some signs of rotation, but it's not as tight as a couplet as it was way back here. And we can back that track all the way up here. We kind of went through like a recycling phase twice here. So, I mean, it could do it again. We'll see. It looks like it's recycling to the north of him. Like over here, it might recycle. We'll keep our eye out for it. Looks like that rotation might be trying to recycle here a little bit better. Rotation's gonna recycle right over town of Wilsonville, Alabama. He's currently passing through Wilsonville, Alabama. If there is a tornado on the ground, we're about to see it on his stream currently. It looks like there's a lowering right there in front of him. Um, it, you can kind of see that left edge right there. There might be a lowering. But rotation's not as tight right now as it was. I'm pretty sure the storm's going through a recycling phase. It's going to recycle up to his north. There's John right there, guys. Whoever's new to the stream, go ahead, if you guys like this coverage, go ahead and please subscribe to the channel. It's very helpful. Okay, let's see what he's doing. He's going north. He's going northeast now on this highway. The rotation's either right behind him or right to his left. I think he's pointing straight north with his dash cam currently. So the rotation's going to be to his left, maybe, or just right in front of him on the stream. So this is stream cam. He's looking straight north, and he's moving northwest on this highway. Um, so there's the actual reflectivity radar. He's right there within the hook. Well, a really messed up, disorganized hook. Um, rotation, you can definitely see where that rotation is right there. It's literally right over him. So it's either ahead of him or right over him currently at this time. It's trying to recycle, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna go east here. If I was him, I would go east here. I'd go into Childersburg, and then go east towards what's that town? Winterboro. If I was him, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go east here in a second. But rotation looks like he's trying to tighten up right over him. It might be trying to recycle at this moment. Yep, it looks like it's trying to. It's trying to. That's for sure. It's definitely trying to recycle here. I haven't seen a tornado still on the ground on the stream yet, but it's definitely looking like it's trying to recycle. Welcome everyone to the stream who just came to the stream. This is Chicago Midwest Storm Chasers off of Facebook, and it's at Chicago, the letter M, weather on Twitter and Instagram also. You guys can go ahead and follow those social medias if you would like. Right now we are doing a special live coverage of the severe weather across the Deep South. This is the current tornadic supercell, the most impressive supercell besides the one that started early this morning, went through the southern Birmingham area that caused damage. This is the second most impressive tornadic supercell for today that's tracked all the way far south since literally southwest. Wow, this storm's been on the ground for a while, since Livingston all the way up to here. So it's been on the ground. I mean, this supercell has been long tracked for like the past 100+ miles, I would say at this point. So he's about to get a live. He's about to get a visual of this tornado if it's still on the ground. I just saw a lowering on his stream. Looks like there is still a tornado on the ground. Yep, on his stream. Look there, right there. You can see the little funnel. I think this looks like a funnel right there. Definitely a possible tornado on the ground right here. And he's gonna have to get moving again. Yep. Now he has his roof camera again. Oh, he switched to his front camera. So he has a roof cam, and he also has a dash cam. So he's switching back and forth on the switcher, I assume. Looks like the rotation is fizzling out a little bit, guys. It might recycle here on the backside, but I think more of the action's gonna start happening up here across western central Tennessee going into the overnight hours. John's still right there. He's still moving on the highway. Yeah, they just canceled that tornado emergency, so tornado that's in progress. I don't think there is a tornado at this time. Rotation has just died off completely. The storm has to recycle. Oh, a little mezzo popped up on the storm. Rotation is still fairly weak on radar. It's trying to recycle here. It looks like there's a itty bit of tiny bit of rotation. Welcome to the stream, guys. What's up, Dixie, Royal, Carlos? Yeah, he's still currently moving east right now, currently on the highway. I'm sure he's going to take this east road option right here and then go north and go across this road all the way up that way. That's what I would do. Rotation might be trying to tighten back up here. Yeah, right there. Maybe a little bit, not sure. Let's go ahead and take a look at the dynamics right now currently across the area. So, alright, let's go drop down here. So there's about, well, that storm's kind of running out of the strongest instability axis, but the winds behind it across all of Mississippi right now is south-southwesterly winds. We don't want that. The best tornadic dynamics are going to be on that storm right now, where it's kind of riding like a southerly flow, but ahead of that is southeasterly winds. This is all straight southerly surface winds right now. We want a southeasterly wind. So I think this storm had better potential back then, where the winds were a little bit more backed, but it could still recycle. There's about 1,500 to 2,000 cape, mixed layer cape. I think throughout the area is about 1,000. Wind shear, I know there's about really strong wind shear, about 65 knots out of the west. Effective helicity is about 200, 300, and supercell composite still a 12 to 16. Wait, is that a 12 to 16? No, it's just a 12. Tornado fixed layer is about a 3. Effective layer is about a 3. So STP is not currently high because due to the fact that the mixer cape's kind of low, the winds are not fully. There isn't a really great turning in the atmosphere, and I kind of figured this was gonna happen because some of the models started hinting it. All right, let's just get back to his stream here. But some of the models were definitely showing to hint the possibility of winds were kind of out of the south more than instead of out of the southeast more. And the first model to start picking it up was the Her model yesterday. And that's the fact that we want a southeasterly wind. And there was a southeasterly wind way earlier today between like 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. There was a strong southeasterly wind, and that's when that first tornadic supercell went south of Birmingham, Alabama, and that's where they had the first tornado on the ground and did damage. There was a southeast wind there. Um, no, this storm is not in Ohio right now. Current radar for Ohio right now. I'm gonna go ahead and look on my phone. I don't want to pull it on the stream. Right now across Ohio, you have some light rain showers across northwest and central, west central Ohio. You guys have some storms across northern and central Kentucky. They're trying to get going. There's severe storms across southwest Tennessee right now. With that one line, also letting you guys know there's 2 embedded supercells. Um, Southern Illinois looks like the severe threat is still not getting it going. If there was a severe threat in southern tip of Illinois today, it would be between 6 and 9 p.m. If there isn't anything by 7 p.m., I think the severe threat is winding down already across southern Illinois, and it's going to be more of a rain and heavy rain threat. Um, that rain will eventually move across central Illinois into parts of northern Illinois later on tonight, where the flood threat could increase. And then we get those strong northwest winds off the lake going into northwest extreme Illinois. I mean, northwest extreme Indiana, which will be Whiting, Indiana. Michigan City, Indiana will be the lakeshore flood potential up there. Um, Looking on my phone right now, there is a severe thunderstorm warning for a possible another supercell near Quitman and Stonewall in Waynesboro, just north of Waynesboro. There's another supercell that is taking a similar track. This one has, like I said, there is not a southeasterly wind, so these storms are going to struggle with rotation. There is not really great turning in the atmosphere right now. I know I don't want to pull off the stream, but there is a southerly wind and there's like a south southwest wind across some parts of Mississippi, which is not going to help with the tornado threat. Those storms are either a fight for outflow or maybe get some rotation with some inflow, but I mean, it's the fact that we need a southeasterly wind for these storms to go, tornadic. And we're not really getting that southeasterly wind unless you're in central and eastern Alabama. And those storms across Mississippi that are developing are going to be only maybe severe producers, unless that helicity helps the storm out and makes it go tornadic. But I don't really see that really helping because these winds are not backed. So I think the tornado threat is over for Mississippi currently. And then we just got to worry about the tornado threat going in parts of central Tennessee tonight, parts of central and eastern and northeast Kentucky, into the portions of southern Ohio, maybe late tonight. They might get some severe storms and some flooding. And then we got those storms going across central and eastern Alabama currently right now. Welcome to the stream. If you guys just came to the stream, go ahead and subscribe if you guys like the video going on. Taylor, you were sitting on your porch and videoing the video in Alabama. Did you catch a tornado? Montgomery, I don't know where that town is in Alabama. Um, all right, so radar's not really picking up stuff very well. I don't know if John's gonna stay on a storm or not, or drop back southwest to jump on this cell, but that cell is like over 60 miles away. So, this is gonna be the next supercell if it does anything. It's gonna go into parts of Alabama. It's right here. 50K tops on the storm. Um, I'm pretty sure it's 40,000 feet because I'm on a different radar. Okay, let's find John again. There's John. Okay, so the radar is glitched right now. Um, definitely show the rotation there. I think John's dropping back south to get on the better storm because this storm is basically dead. Yeah, he's going to set himself up to get on one of these cells to get going, or this guy here at Severe Warren. That guy, this cell right here is tracking northeast, taking a similar path going into Linden. It's by Quitman right now, Missouri, Stonewall, south of Meridian, Missouri. This storm is going to cross over the border into Alabama here pretty soon. So that's that one storm. I'm gonna put these storms in motion here. Let me see if I can just edit these settings real quick. Animation settings, hold less, short, fast. There we go. So John's up here. Here comes this cell right here. It's moving across the border. So this is gonna be the next supercell of interest. Like I said, winds are back southerly. They're not southeasterly winds. So the fact that this storm could struggle to go tornadic doesn't mean this storm cannot produce strong winds in large hail. The dynamics there are significant for those type of weather hazards. But tornado potential, these ones got to be more backed out of the southeast. Is Tennessee going to be safe? Well, there is storms ongoing across Tennessee currently right now. Right now, parts of Jackson, Tennessee, you have a severe thunderstorm warning just southeast of Jackson, Tennessee, Lexington, Tennessee. You're in the current severe thunderstorm warning. You're in the box right now, which is the warning. And then you have what is that other town? Guys, Tennessee. You're also in a severe thunderstorm warning. So that broken line has two supercells right now. They're kind of becoming more discreet within the line in western Tennessee. Those storms are going to be racing off to the east northeast. It could be tornadic, but like I said, the winds are kind of south southwest along that line, and more of a southerly surface wind just ahead of that line. So right now we are currently watching radar across the border in Mississippi and Mississippi and Alabama right now. So this is the supercell that we're watching. That's going to be crossing the border right now. It's going to be moving northeast, and I'm pretty sure it's the supercell that John is going to drop southwest and intercept and catch up to this storm. So no one's live streaming currently on the storm, but John's up here dropping south. Either one of these storms up here gonna get going, or it's gonna be this guy that's crossing the border. So we just got to watch and see what's gonna happen. That storm that had a tornado. See that purple boxes that shows the tornado on the ground as it was traveling northeast. The tornado emergency for those towns, but that tornado is lifted now and is way off to the northeast. Yeah, good suggestion. Wrap yourself in a blanket in the tornado shelter. Keep warm, but I'm pretty sure it's already humid and warm down there. I'm pretty sure. Is there like a radar down here so I can click? Okay, let's use this radar. There we go. Here's a better sign of the supercell. So you can definitely see it's a supercell. It's kind of hooking right there. I'm pretty sure there's developing rotation on it. It's fairly broad right there, south of Meridian, Mississippi. Let's see here. It shows some signs of broad rotation. The storm is racing off to the east-northeast. And if we click this, I'm going to go ahead and read the severe thunderstorm host. Hazard 60 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. Source radar indicated hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. At 6:20 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 5 miles southeast of Goodwater or 11 miles south of Quitman, moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. So it's like all the storms were moving between 55 miles per hour and 60 miles per hour today. So these storms are racing off to the east northeast. echo tops of the storm is about 40,000 feet. Like I said, I don't think it hit 50,000 feet. But I'm pretty sure this storm is stretching itself pretty far out. I don't know if this storm's going to survive. There is, like I said, there might be a VBV field within the winds and height, to be honest. Um, but the surface winds are not like very, very backed for tornado potential currently right now. Let me slow this down real quick. It's very, very fast for animation. That's the current radar right now, guys. You guys still have severe weather in West Tennessee, so I'm gonna click up here so you guys can see this on stream. West Tennessee, you have these lines of storms. You have like two supercells right now that are a severe thunderstorm warn. One heading towards Savannah, Tennessee, and the other heading towards Scotts Hill, Tennessee. And these storms look to be broken within a line. The northern storm, which is severe one, heading towards Scotts Hill, is kind of more discreet than the storm to the south that has more showers running into it. Both of these storms have echo tops of 40,000 feet. This storm to the north has a little bit of rotation. The storm to the south has a little bit more well-defined rotation, but it's not a tight couplet. It's more broad. So these storms are not tornado producers yet, and I believe these storms will still have some southerly surface winds and maybe a little bit more south-southwest winds. So the surface winds are not more ideal for being tornadic. Um, but yeah, this northern storm looks like the echo tops just dropped a little bit on it. Let's see, I gotta click this here for a second. Echo tops a little bit. It's been holding echo tops of 40,000 feet. I'm pretty sure it's Hellcore. And then that southern storm, it's more small, but it has about 42, 43,000 feet tops on it. So both storms don't have high tops. So there's not a lot of mixed layer cape up there. Um, but I'm pretty sure these storms could get rotation, but they are going to struggle. Like I'm pretty sure these will be wind producers and hail producers more than tornado producers. Any storm that's out here across central and eastern Tennessee or central and eastern Kentucky right now and central and eastern Alabama have the better potential of becoming tornado producers because the winds are more backed. Like I said, more backed winds are more tornado producers. I think John has just ran into some that down tree on that road. Because on his stream there is currently a blockade. Let's figure out where John is back on the radar over here. There's John. Where he's at on the road right now is down trees and a little bit of debris on the road. He is just southwest of Wilsonville. And if we backtrack to that velocity scan, let's go back a little bit with the radar. You can see there's a little bit of rotation right there. Right there where it crossed, there's a little bit of rotation right here. So I wonder if that's because there's a little bit of debris on the road, a little bit of trees or something like that. But backing up to the radar, there's a little bit of velocity scan there. Uh, that was the last bit of the couplet before it kind of faded away. But he's going back to where there might be a little bit of damage. I'm pretty sure it's a down tree right there. Wow, I hope they don't make him turn around. I'm pretty sure he's going to say, "Can I get through?" Yep, they're trying to clear the path of debris here. That is just southwest of Wilsonville. Southwest of Wilsonville, Alabama, on one of the back roads. He's turning around currently right now. He's going to find a different route to get south to catch the other cells. But that's just going back on the velocity scan, and those are all line of I think other chasers too. But it shows where that velocity scan. So that's why that road's blocked off, because that current velocity scan right here was showing the rotation where it passed on that road. USA Forever 2, there is no, I don't think there's a tornado currently on the ground right now. Most of these storms, like I said, are just trying to get going. If there's going to be a tornado on the ground, it's going to be one. Oh, there's some more damage to the trees. The trees snapped right there. Look at that, guys. So that tight couplet rotation that was right there passed over him. It's not letting me pull that up. But look at those trees snapped on stream, guys. I'm sure someone's gonna get a drone out here pretty soon to get some coverage. I'm pretty sure he's gonna backtrack to look at all the storm damage right now currently across central and western Alabama. Alright, let's go check out that other storm. Yeah, this storm's having a struggle. It's see the storm's kind of lining out. It's not really getting much inflow. That's because the winds are out of the south southwest, and we have a southerly wind surface wind ahead of that. We can even see it on here. Hold on, let me pull up surface observations. Look at that. See, south southwest wind, and that storm's right there on with a south southwest wind. Um, you can see it right there at the surface observation. 74 temperature over 68 dew point, but it's on a south southwest wind, so that's why these storms are going to struggle. Even up here, you have a westerly wind. You got the front coming through, so the only storms that have a chance are right here, northern and northwest Alabama. You have winds out of the southeast across northern South Carolina, western North Carolina, central Tennessee. You have a good chance of seeing a tornado if you get a storm development out there, but the sun's starting to set pretty soon. You have a southeasterly wind there, but the tornado potential here is dropping pretty significantly. Um, the two major tornadoes today were the ones in Alabama, and I mean, I've been saying that since day one. I mean, there's going to be tornadoes in Alabama versus Mississippi today, just due to the fact that the winds are not going to be back to Mississippi. It's going to be mostly focused on Alabama ahead of that front, way ahead of that front, where the winds weren't backed, and now the winds are backed out of the southwest. These storms are going to have a tough time being tornado producers. They're just going to be more of a straight line producer, and you can see the supercells was trying to it's just stretching out due to those winds, and the height are not really agreeing with each other to be more tornadic. They're just straight line winds. So I think the tornado potential here is winding down by a ton lot. I think that's it, to be honest. To wrap it up, I might just stop streaming here in a second because of the fact the severe coverage is really starting to wind down. If you guys need to watch his stream currently, just go to severestudios.com and click on live coverage, and you guys can click on John. You guys can watch his stream there. But I think I'm gonna get off. Go ahead, if you guys haven't, please go ahead and come to my Facebook page and follow it if you guys can. It is at Chicago Midwest Storm Chasers on Facebook. Go ahead and click reviews and give it a good review. If you guys like the stream, click yes to recommend. Also, if you guys haven't, I have a Twitter page also. If you guys can follow my Twitter, I post most of my, when I'm out chasing, I post most of my videos on Twitter first. And also, you guys can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. This is my Twitter at ChicagoM. Whether the last time I was chasing was when I was in Texas, and this was tumbleweeds flying across me. There was a rain wrapped tornado to my south. So I also do a lot of chasing on my own. Um, but yeah, if you guys can, it'll really help me out a lot. Just go ahead and follow my Facebook, write a good review if you like the stream, and go ahead and follow the Twitter. And I will be streaming more live coverage when severe weather events happen like this. The only reason why I wasn't down there today is because one, I was working, and two, the fact I didn't think the winds were going to be fairly ideal for tornadoes. I mean, the dynamics, the STP there was really good, but did it play up to par today? No, we only had an STP up to like 3 at the most. There were stronger STP, maybe 4 or 5 earlier when the winds were backed out of the southeast across Alabama, but that's about it. When those winds turn out to the south southwest, and I mean the winds were just crap at the surface. I mean, you didn't have conditions for tornadoes. You had good cape, good mixed cape throughout all day. When those winds were out of the southeast, that was between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. That was your prime time right there. Southeasterly winds at the surface. After that, the front was pushing more, and then way ahead of that front, even you had south southwest winds and southwesterly winds. So I mean, um, thank you, Josh B, for appreciating it, and I appreciate it you too for watching my stream. And I'm just trying to give the better coverage of what's actually happening out there, even though I don't have a lot of viewers than most people. I'm just trying to build up my audience. So if you guys can, like I said, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow my Facebook page at Chicago Midwest Storm Chasers. I'll do live updates mostly every single day, but I mostly do coverage when I'm not out chasing for Central and Northern Illinois. So if you're from Illinois and Chicago area, you're in good hands. I do a lot of coverage for you guys, but when I'm out chasing, I do coverage for the area. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off the stream. Like I said, follow my social media links, and this is my Facebook. If you have any questions or concerns, you can go ahead and message me on Facebook. I instantly reply, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you.